As a vet, one of the most heartbreaking emergencies I see is also one of the most preventable, and that's heat stroke. It can happen so fast, and it can turn a perfect summer day into an absolute nightmare. My goal here is to give you the knowledge and the confidence to protect your best friend. So let's get right into it.
So picture this. You're out for a walk with your dog. The sun is out, it's maybe a little humid, but it doesn't feel all that bad to you. Your dog is trotting along, sniffing everything, just having a great time. It's a scene we all know and love, right?
But then, something shifts. Your dog just stops in their tracks. And the panting, it's not normal anymore. It's heavy, it's frantic. You notice their tongue looks a really dark, bright red, and when they try to move, they're wobbly, unsteady. It is a terrifying moment. You're thinking, are they just tired, or is something really seriously wrong here? In these situations, every single second counts, and doing the wrong thing, or even just waiting too long, could lead to severe, irreversible organ damage.
But here's my promise to you. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly how to spot those early warning signs, a super simple rule to know if it's too hot to even go outside, and the most critical strategy of all: cool first, transport second. This could literally save your dog's life.
So, what's actually going on inside your dog's body when they're experiencing heat stroke? Because it's way more than just being a little hot. Let's look under the hood. Okay, so heat stroke officially happens when a dog's internal body temperature climbs above 105 degrees Fahrenheit or about 40.5 Celsius. Now, this isn't a normal fever. This is a critical state where their body is taking in heat way faster than it can get rid of it. The best way to think about it is like this. Your dog's body is a car engine, and panting is the radiator. It's their main way of cooling down, since they can't really sweat like we do. But when it's too hot and humid, that radiator just can't keep up. The engine overheats, and the internal parts, their organs, start to fail. They literally start to melt on the inside. The technical term we use is non-pyrogenic hyperthermia. It's a mouthful, I know, but it just means high temperature not caused by a fever. See, with a fever, the body's internal thermostat is actually set higher on purpose to fight an infection. But with heat stroke, the thermostat is totally normal. The body has just been completely overwhelmed by outside heat.
Now, while any dog can get heat stroke, some are definitely at a much higher risk. It's so important to know if your dog falls into one of these high-risk categories.
So take a good look at this list. Ask yourself, is my best friend on here? Because knowing your dog's specific risk is really the first step to keeping them safe. So you've got your flat-faced breeds, like Pugs and Bulldogs. Their airways are already compromised, which means their radiator, their panting, is just not very efficient. Overweight dogs have extra insulation that traps heat. Those really active dogs, they just generate so much more internal heat. And of course, dark coats absorb more sunlight. And finally, puppies and seniors. Their bodies just can't regulate temperature as well.
Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to help more pets live healthier, happier lives.
Okay, this next part is absolutely crucial. Knowing these signs and acting fast can make all the difference in the world. So let's talk about what you need to be watching for. It all starts with that heavy, frantic panting we talked about. You'll also see those bright red gums and maybe some thick, ropey saliva. As things get worse, you might see vomiting or diarrhea. But if your dog starts staggering, seems confused, or collapses, that is a dire emergency. It means their brain and other organs are already in serious trouble.
Okay, you see the signs. What do you do right now? It's so easy to panic, I get it. But I'm going to give you 2 simple, powerful steps that you need to burn into your memory. Here it is. This is your life-saving mantra. Cool first, transport second. Please do not just throw your hot dog into a hot car and race to the vet. The research is crystal clear on this. Dogs that are cooled down by their owners before they're transported have a much higher survival rate. Starting that cooling process immediately is the single most important thing you can do.
So how do you do it? Use cool or even cold water. A hose, a stream, a kid's paddling pool, whatever you've got. Just keep dousing their body. There's even a study that found a quick 30-second head dunk can be incredibly effective if they're alert. But please hear me on this. Do not wrap them in a wet towel. It seems like a good idea, but it actually traps the heat in like a sauna suit, and it makes things so much worse. All right, you've started cooling, you're on your way to the vet. What happens when you burst through those clinic doors? It can look like chaos, and it can be really scary. So let me walk you through what to expect.
The vet team is going to swoop in immediately.
Seriously, they'll probably start working on your dog before you've even filled out any paperwork. Expect them to start cool IV fluids right away, maybe give some oxygen, and they'll be constantly checking your dog's temperature. They'll also be running blood tests to look for that silent, delayed damage to the organs that can show up hours or even days later.
Now for my favorite part. After all that scary emergency talk, let's focus on how to make sure you never, ever have to use any of it. Because the best treatment, truly, is prevention.
Here is a fantastic tool called the 150 rule. It's so simple. Just add the temperature in Fahrenheit to the humidity percentage. If that total number is 150 or more, it is just too dangerous for a long or strenuous walk. So, you can see, an 85-degree day with 70% humidity, that's 155. That's a high-risk day. See, it's not just the heat, it's that humidity that stops their radiator from working properly.
And hey, don't forget about the ground itself. On a hot, sunny day, asphalt can get hot enough to cause serious burns on their paw pads. The test couldn't be easier. Put the back of your hand on the pavement. If you can't comfortably hold it there for 5 seconds, it is absolutely too hot for your dog's paws. Find some grass or just walk when it's cooler.
Remember, this information is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional veterinarian advice. If you have any concerns about your pet's health, please consult with your certified veterinarian. They are your best resource for ensuring your companion lives a long, happy, and healthy life.
Wow, we've covered a lot. But really, it all comes down to being aware and being prepared. So I have a question for you. Now that you know all this, what's one simple change you're going to make this summer to keep your best friend safe? Maybe it's walking earlier in the morning, or always using that 50-50 rule. Whatever it is, that one small change can make all the difference.